Well, hello, and welcome back. I'm AJ O'Neill. I'm one of the, I don't know if co-founder is the right word, but yeah, one of the co-developers of webinstall.dev. And what I'm working on tonight is just going through, it looks like two, maybe three pull requests, and then working a little bit towards what I'm dubbing Webi 2.0. I'm not going to break compatibility with anything as it stands today, but there are some things that I want to just work towards. And one of them is we're going to switch from having webinstall.dev to webi.sh, or for Windows, webi.ms. And so I might get that up in beta tonight. We shall see. Anyway, hey, welcome. Thanks for joining in. Feel free to let me know who you are, what you do, what kind of things you like to learn. And before we get started, I am going to ruin my sleep tonight with a quick word from our not a sponsor, Mr. Mountain Dew. Pop a top, my friends. It's time to open focus. Let the midnights roll. Also, tonight I think I'm going to put a little music on as well. Same playlist as usual. The overclocked remix. Let me just see if I can pull that up real quick. Swap my headphones here. And then let's bring the music alive. I'm going to do an EDM tribute to The Legend of Zelda. Okay, this is what's hot, what's new. Let's give it a shot. All right, that might be a little too much. Let's see here. At least that was a little too loud for me. Let me try this. No, that's too much. I'm going to go over and let me see. Where's my little search bar? Because there is a playlist that I like. Oh, there we go. Let's just search for classical again. Tag classical. There we go. Oh, nope, not that. I don't know what happened, but we're just going to try this. There we go. You probably can't hear it yet. Volume's a little low. Okay, you'll have to let me know if that sounds all right. Anyway. Okay, this one's pretty simple. Oh, good. Thanks, Arun. Okay. Okay, no big deal here. I'm going to go ahead and approve myself. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and check this out on beta. Let's see. chat back up to the front here. I need to turn the AC back on. Okay. Oh. Okay, I need to... I think I'm going to need to stash those changes. Just going to put this here for myself in just a second. I started a little bit of work on the Webi.sh stuff that I was just mentioning. So let me go ahead and stash that. So branch them on main. Okay. So then I need to check out 506. All right, so that's good. That looks good. And then let's do a diff main real quick just to make sure. So that looks good. And then we just need to run shell check, I think. And we're going to ignore this one too, SC2129. All right, cool. Yep. Then that's all good. It's just comments to disable linter checks in specific places where we don't need them. So I'm going to go ahead and push that up. Oh, rejected. Let's try this again. What could have gone wrong here? That one was... Okay, let's check this out again. Oops. Okay, rebase. Check out. Just double check this. Yeah, that's the first one there. Get rebase main, yep. Get rebase dash I main. Oh, whatever. I don't think we even need to do this, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Everything's already up to date. Okay. So then why is this push failing? Commits must have valid signatures. Right. I'm just going to overwrite that for myself here. That's right. You know it, Holmes. Sleep is for the weak-minded. Okay, so get reset. No, not get reset. Get rebase dash I. Head for, yeah. So all I'm going to do is just reword this so that it puts my signature on it as well. And then we're going to do the git push force, yada, yada, yada. Yep. Okay, now I'm going to check out main. Now I'm going to reset -- hard, head to the 1, and then rebase. Ah, dang it. I have such a hard time with that key. There we go. Now it's got my signature on it. All right, and let's see if there's any movement on this with Yarun. Okay, I have to ask him to retest. Bump at Yarun. Could you test this now without bash? Let me just take a look and see. Let's see, what's this command start? Okay. Oh, it's going good. Oh, sorry, I didn't. I was looking away from the chat there. Doing well. Thanks for asking. Just ideating. Thinking about the future of Webi. Alright, was this one? Okay. Never got a cheat sheet. What about issues? What do we have? I'm gonna move. I'm gonna take all these issues. I actually made a new place for them. Transfer issue. Installer requests. I don't know if I want to put that there quite yet, because I got to get some other stuff in place first, such as the changing the issue template. All right, git stash pop. Webi web install.sh. What is this? Oh yeah, got that. Okay. I need to look for webi.sh. And there's a couple places that I do need to change this. Oh, whoops. Let's just go. Interesting. This one would actually need Mac and Linux. This one would be Windows. Oh, interesting. Oh, I would have missed all the curl.exes, which happens to be a happy accident, as it were. And then we don't need that if we're doing webi.ms. Oh, interesting. I missed this one too. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I see where these were. There we go. That's just a comment, so it doesn't even matter. Looks like there's more music coming up. It's just too low to hear right now. Right. Webi host. All right, so that's updated. Contributing. Back. Oh, and I don't think I have the git config GPG for Windows yet, do I? Let's see. Oh, we're just going to skip this one because the volume's too low. Next one. Okay, there, I can already hear this one. Okay, so this one we don't have for Windows yet. That's okay. Git status. Let's do git diff again. I'm not sure what's going on there. It seems kind of odd. We have an old version of Prettier here. Oh, we do. Okay, so now shouldn't get that junk in the README at least. Let's ignore white space. And what's this one? It's just the README. Okay. Okay. Let me see if there's anywhere else where we have a dash A. Note the double dash here because I'm trying to match on a dash A. So I put the double dash to escape. Well, not to escape, but to say, hey, I'm done giving flags and arguments over here. Whatever comes next is the real deal. Okay. So it's probably fine that that's all over the place. Let's see. Okay, and this makes sense because this is more than just saying Microsoft or Windows or whatever. This is actually providing the Webi user agent also provides the architecture. So this is x86, x64, ARM64, etc. Okay, so let me take one last look here. I've already looked at all this, but I just want to look at it one more time to make sure. Yep. I am doing my due diligence on this. So this is mostly documentation. I don't know if there's much of anything here. Well, there's this, the NPM module. And let's see, yeah, that's documentation, 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 documentation. NPM module that we're not going to publish right now. Documentation. Okay, so this is, and let me just double check here. It's all MD files except for that one. Yeah, so this is exclusively documentation, so this is safe to commit. But I do want to create something for it. This is Webi SHMS. That's what I'm going to call this one. What? That did not do what I thought it was going to do. There we are. So this is docs, add new webi.sh and webi.ms. Yeah, whatever. We'll just... And then we'll go ahead and create the PR for this. Go. This won't go live yet, but it's ready for approval. We now have the domain webi.sh for POSIX scripts and webi.ms for PowerShell. How is Microsoft spelled? It's lowercase s, isn't it? This updates various documentation to use the correct domain. And I'm going to ask for Orion and Yorun to take a look at this. And then we're going to go into the bowels. Hey, what's up, Zerny? How you doing? We're going to go into the bowels of the secret pieces of webinstall.dev. Okay. I'm going to call this script only rather than sh only. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so rather than doing user agent detection like we do on webinstall.dev, Webi.sh is always going to hand back the POSIX shell, Webi.ms is always going to hand back the PowerShell, and neither are going to show the web page. So we need to add MS URL. So basically what's happening here is I want this probably should, like I say here, all become part of environment variables. But this is, if I have a beta.webi.sh or beta.webinstall.dev or beta.webims, this just makes it so that the beta carries over. And we're going to have an sh URL and an ms URL. I'm going to update a number of places with that. Also, quick reminder from me to myself to you. If you find this interesting or useful, consider a thumbs up, etc. Also, if the music is too loud or too soft or not right, let me know, because I don't hear it at the same volume you do. I'm just watching the meter down here and adjusting it occasionally. And then also, if you want to join on the Discord, feel free to do so. There is a link right there for that should have just gone through. Okay. So oh, you know what? I totally forgot to do something. I'm just going to jump ship real quick. So we actually now can do one of the very final issues. We can open this up for everybody now. So this one, I see code, I sub, sweet. In this one, we actually, let's see, shell check. We actually need to change this to just exclude now. And we're going to move this issue over to Webi. Cool. And now we can put this up as first timers only, good first issue, up for grabs. So if any of you would like to take on this issue as I do this, it's kind of a growth hack thing, but it also offers, well, it's one and the same. It offers people the opportunity to contribute to open source. So if you want easy first issue, there you go. This one's pretty much spelled out what you need to do. I think I've already done it to some degree as demonstrated here. I think I will make this a little bit more clear. Because this one actually is something, the example that I give is the actual thing itself. I'm going to copy this again. And then we're just going to change it to my out file. And then we'll just do this. Printf. Hello. World. I'll do some minuses here. Just want to provide something a lot simpler for people to understand exactly what's going on. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Maybe this should... Maybe this is actually easier to understand this way. Y'all feel free to give me feedback. Yeah, I think I want to make this a little easier to read. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3. And this one's just 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we'll do it. Yeah, there we go. And I think I'm going to rename it from my out file to message.txt. This way it's super clear. Or hopefully super clear. Okay, cool. And I'm just going to go tweet this as an easy up for grabs. Okay, just 1 second. And I'll paste this in just a second if anybody wants to retweet it. Whoops, go back. Here we go. Okay. Cool. So this one, super easy issue. That's the last one that we can do before we make some structural changes to how the shell files are constructed. I guess that was kind of redundant to say it that way, but whatever. Okay, so I need to find all the places where Mac, Linux. And I need to get BSD on here as well. That's another thing I need to put on the 2023 roadmap. We're closing up on 2022, so I just decided to name the roadmap 2023. I mean, we're pretty much in September. We're on the home stretch. So at some point, I want to put some dedicated effort into Webi 2.0. But I think it is realistically going to be a 2023 thing. Oh, what? Dang it. What was I thinking? I was thinking... Oh, crap. I already forgot what it was. Oh, Bsd Support. Bsd Support. Don't exclude BSD. So I'm working on webinstall.dev. So I'll just copy the link here. And this is a tool for installing developer tools on your computer. And it is the fastest, most secure, most memorable way to install things. So for example, if you need to install Node, this is particularly helpful for people who do freelance, boot camps, people that set up a computer fairly regularly. You need to switch between environments. You work on VPSs, that sort of thing. Not that it doesn't work for all of the other areas too, but that's where it has a significant edge over some of the other solutions. So you would never want to use apt-get if you need to reliably install Node, for example. Apt-get is just going to give you the wrong version. It's got a custom package of Node. It's got permission issues. It would be a terrible way to install Node. And if you look at something like Brew, which is it's kind of in the same vein. It's a very different thing from webinstall.dev in that Brew is a package manager more like apt. But if you look at that, when you set up a new computer, you have to download 500 megabytes of nonsense in order to install one thing that's maybe a couple of kilobytes or a couple of megabytes. And so webinstall.dev is for this use case. No, it's not a Linux terminal. It's how you install tools that you use in the terminal. So this is the terminal. So let's say I want to install Node. So I can do webi.sh/node. And it's downloading and installing the latest Node. Okay, and it's done. It was that fast. There is not a faster way to install Node on a system. That's as fast as it gets. Let's see. Do I have fixed JSON in here? No, I don't. Fix JSON. There we go. So it's the fastest, easiest way to install developer tools. Yeah, you do not ever want to use apps for developer tools because it's going to give you bad versions. So the latest version of Node is V18. Typically, apt is anywhere between 2 and 4 years behind, and that is not going to help you. Apt makes sense for system tools. Basically, you don't even need to touch apt. It should, on most distributions on Linux, apt is just going to automatically upgrade things. And occasionally when you open a terminal, you're going to notice stuff's been upgraded, restart. Or it gives you the pop-up in the UI if you're using a desktop version of Linux, right? So apt is appropriate for system level things, especially on the Linux desktop. It's not appropriate for developer tools. Still new to all of this, just a little seed. Okay. Yeah. What about developing in Rust, though? Oh, 2012 Honda Accord. That's what I call reliable. Yeah, so if you want to develop in Rust, this is just a more... So Rust is on here. It uses the official Rust installer. All of these use the official installers. If there is an exception to that, the exception is noted, but all of them are default configuration, default install, unless otherwise noted. And in a couple of cases, there's maybe a small, tiny bug fix. Like for Node, there's a won't fix issue with Node, with paths that they keep for backwards compatibility, that if you ever ran into the issue, it'd be hours of pulling your hair out. And you since you're a new user, you wouldn't need the backwards compatibility for whatever CI/CD system that they're trying to make it backwards compatible for. I don't know. There's like a path issue that it just takes one line config change. So there's that. And then Rust, it installs the Rust installer. So there's not much difference other than it's easy to remember. You know, everything on Webi is webinstall.dev/whatever. So that's the difference. Okay. Okay. Rust smarter than me. FR? I don't know what FR means. Is that for real? Okay. I'm not hip on the latest slang, as you can tell. Okay. SH URL. And then this one needs MS URL and MS URL, SH URL. Where's that going to be? Up here. And this is going to be the same thing as before. MS URL, webi.ms, MS. Oh wait, I didn't want to replace that. I just wanted to add. There we go. Rookie mistake. Yeah. Trying to install the latest anything as a developer tool with app is, yes, a rookie mistake. I agree. But then there's going to be those sysadmin type people that will just take it to their grave that apt is the source of truth and light. And they're just wrong. Apt, the thing is, as technology changes, the approach that we need to take changes too. So there was a time when app offered a lot that we needed. So for example, it used to be that hardly any websites were HTTPS. Now almost every website is HTTPS. I think we are somewhere, you know, the only websites that don't have HTTPS are ones that are really old and self-hosted. Anything that is on a platform has HTTPS now, right? So back in the day, one of the things that app did, which it's kind of weird, apps typically the mirror URLs are still HTTP rather than HTTPS. And I think their argument for this is that HTTPS increases their download sizes. And so if you have MD5 sums, you don't need the security layer, which this is kind of weird because you have to download the SHA-SUM somewhere. So you're going to download the SHA-SUM over HTTPS, download the thing over HTTP to save a few bytes and some CPU, and then you're going to check the download against the SHA-SUM. Well, if you just download over HTTPS, you don't need to check the SHA-SUM because there is a SHA-SUM as part of the TLS layer, generally speaking. Okay. Here we go. Let's find Cheryl. There's a pre-render. Don't. Oh yeah, here we go. And then we got the same thing again. And then Windows, we can get rid of the old one. And the new one is MS URL. I'm just going to leave the old one there just for... I don't know. I don't know why. I guess it didn't really need to be in quotes. I'm going to take those quotes away while we're at it. Okay. So... that should be all good. So we're going to go to beta.webinstall.dev now. Beta.webinstall.dev. Oh, and you know what else we need to change? Before I even do that. So here we see beta.webi.sh. If I click on node, beta.webi.sh.node. And then here, oh, I didn't re-render. Let me re-render. Assets build. Interesting, you say. In reference to the app stuff. Yeah, there's a number of things that app did that in its day, back in the 90s, were important. But now they are an anti-pattern. Another thing is shared libraries. Shared libraries, by and large, are a bad idea. They lead to more security issues. And people say, oh, well, you can just update one shared library. But I don't know. I think in today's day and age, you do application updates more often than you do system updates. So if your application is bundled with what it needs, the application is more likely to get updated quicker. Depending on the type of application, there's definitely trade-offs, but okay. So now, there we go. Oh, that doesn't look right. Curl.exe with an extra quote on it. Let's take a look what happened there. Exe. Oh. Ah, now I see what happened. So web install can be used to install all the things that are listed here and a few other things. Not everything that can be installed is listed here. These are the things that I've personally vetted. The pattern could be used to install anything. So there are requests to install things, and you can submit an installer if you like. And I want to make that process even easier. That's one of the things I have on the 2023 roadmap, is having a tool that heuristically generates the installer. Because we can download a zip file, open it up, search for an executable binary inside of that zip file, search for a man page. You know, there's a certain things that we can do. We can easily determine, is this a single binary package like ripgrep or Hugo, or is this a platform package like Node or Go, where there's a directory that has lots of stuff that's interconnected? So you can heuristically determine which of those two it is, and then what you need to do from there so you could heuristically generate an install script that's going to be right 99% of the time, and then you could take that a step further and allow people to just use Webi for installing anything arbitrarily from a GitHub repo, and just print a little warning, hey, this hasn't been vetted, are you sure? And if they say yes, then you just put a tick box by it, have an email sent to me, Ryan, or Yorun, which I guess I could call Yorun by his actual name, but I am not familiar with calling him by that, just by his username. Anyway, just have an email sent out to one of the three of us. We could take a look at it and say, yeah, this looks legit or not, and then get it to a point where we just click a button and it gets listed on the Webi website if it succeeded, if the install went well. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. First of all, let me go back into installers. What do we have here? OBSH. Okay. Yeah. Let's just do a git diff. And before I even look at the git diff all the way, we should just be able to go to beta.webi.sh, and this should give us the node script, and then webi.beta.ms should give us the PowerShell script. Okay. Can anybody else, can somebody try looking at Webi.ms? I am not really clear what's going on because I can get to it from beta. So if I go to beta and I ping Webi.ms or beta.webi.ms, it's there. But for some reason, I can't get it locally, and I don't know why that would be. I think it might be that I have a bad version cached locally. Let's see. If I do a trace on it, trace shows up with the correct address, so this seems like it could be that my ISP for some reason isn't caching things from this name server. Okay. So what I need to do then is I need to curl https beta.webi.ms. Oh, I don't have beta set up yet, so let me see about this. We don't have that set up, that's fine. Let's see. All right, that's taking a second, probably because it's getting a certificate. Okay, good. But the problem here is that this actually is giving us an SH, a POSIX script. POSIX script. I'm going to have to practice saying that. It's not giving us the Microsoft script, so that's because I forgot how to do RE script. RE script UA. PowerShell RE Windows. Okay. Once ms equals we need to update this. Then where's our host name at? Oh, oops, I guess I should be doing var to keep it consistent for now. So it should be hostname.ends with webi.ms or these two things. Hostname. Are we redeclaring hostname? Serve package. What is this? Serve script. And this one is, hold on. All right, so this function is serve package. Yeah, there's a lot of this code I'd love to update. Really low priority to do that. Okay, so let's say we restart this. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Hey! Alright, cool. So now it's finally loading in my browser. I did the Command-Shift-R. That seemed to help. Okay, sweet. So now, regardless of what the browser is saying, if we do ms, we always get the PowerShell. If we do sh, we always get the POSIX script. Awesome. Let's see, what's that Google HTTPS only list? There's some sort of list. It's the get domain listed on HTTPS only list. What is this thing called? It's a browser list where it tells the browser to try HTTPS first. So instead of when you just type in something rather than trying HTTP and then redirecting to HTTPS, it just goes straight to HTTPS. Here it is, preload submission. So here's a little gem. HSTS preload submission. Mark your domain as HTTPS only for browsers. Enter a domain. Let's see. Webi.sh. Ah, must contain the preload directive. Interesting. So I do need to get this stuff fixed. Ah, interesting. So this one is currently preloaded. HSTS. I wonder what's different. I wonder if it's a caddy thing. Whoops. Ah, I keep on typing it wrong. What's up, Mohammed? I'm doing good. Caddy HSTS preload. Oh, interesting. This is a government standard. Let me take a look at this real quick. Wondering. Okay, let me come back here. And look up caddy header downstream. Caddy server. What are you up to today, Mohammed? Documentation for HSTS. So for preload header. Downstream. Headers. I want to add a header. I'm going to try this as well. Okay. I need to try this locally real quick. Push D temp caddy file. I just want to see if the syntax is correct. Set paste. Well, that's interesting. Oh, that makes more sense now. Okay. I didn't actually put this. There we go. And let me make sure I understand preload. root subdomains. There we go. I think that's the number those are there. Okay, good. Oh, whoops. I didn't want to do... Yeah, okay, I did. I don't know why it's trying to get example.net, but whatever. So if we go to localhost, well, let me just curl localhost here. So curl localhost -v, and we should see. See. Huh. Try that again. I do not see that header. Alright, I don't want to do this redirect anymore. Let's just cancel, take that out. Wait. Is that even... Okay, I don't even think that was a valid file. Okay, failed to connect, that's better. Ah, okay, and then... Do we see... Do we see the security header? Or maybe we don't put the semicolons. I don't know. Let's try this again. I'm a little confused here. How do we set the header? Let me go back over here. Okay. Header strict transport security. Okay. This just has max age. That's not necessarily going to help me all on its own. Okay, I like this one better. See if this works now. Ah, there we go. Okay. So what if we move the redirect out? Does that make it stop working? No. Okay, still works. So I guess it ignores headers that it doesn't understand rather than completely erroring, which tomato potato on whether one thinks that's a good idea or a bad idea. But let me go fix this on prod real quick. Now that I've tested it locally. Okay. Sorry, I'm working on the other screen for just a second here. Alright, so we're looking at set paste. I'm going to do this on Webi MS and Webi.sh. I think I got that right. Just going to double check something real quick. Alright, that looks good. And then hopefully I didn't just blow up production. Let's check and make sure that webinstall.dev is alive and well, and it is. Well, let's check one more thing too, just sanity check. There we go. Okay, now let's check this. Multiple HSTS headers. Over HTTP. Okay, got it. So I don't need to do that one. Understood. HTTP. Alright, so we don't need that one there. Got it. Okay, let's check now. Let's try to look at it. Carl. Let's do curl-v. Hey, what's up? Jojo Bite? Yeah, I don't see any... Oh, strict transport security. Okay, where's this number coming from? Alright, why is Caddy setting that? Or is it being set somewhere else? Oops. Dang it. That's not what I wanted. I wanted strict transport security. Okay, where is this module HSTS actually being used? See, it's in package lock.json. Helmet, okay. Am I using helmet? Indeed I am, okay. So if I'm using helmet, Why is it behaving appropriately in one setting and not in another? Helmet HSTS. Well, more importantly, why is it doing this way for one domain but not another domain if they're all being served from the same web server? So what if I want to do helmet and then pass in some options? Maybe HSTS. I'm a little confused. All right, let's take a look at beta. Okay, got it. So is there a way to turn something off? Maybe I need a headers downstream kind of thing. I think I do. I think that option I saw earlier with the reverse proxy is correct. Okay. So let's look at headers downstream. Response header. Set a header. Okay, that's what I need. So I'm going to go try this out real quick and then see what happens. So how do we do this reverse proxy bit? With options. So reverse proxy. Okay, it's like this. Got it. So header down. Excuse me for a moment while I go fix this. All right, header down. And then what? Some header value. So I'm going to do multiple of these. Got it. Okay. So now let's try this one last time. Well, I say one last time because I think that it's the right thing this time. So if we did curl webi.ms -v, this isn't going to have the right shell script, but it is going to have the right headers, hopefully. Okay, here we go. So do we have strict transport security? We do, and we've only got one of them. Excellent. So let me go try over here. Good. I understand preloading with all subdomains from being accessed without a valid HTTPS certificate. Boom. I'm going to go put this in the roadmap. Add webi.sh and webi.ms to the HSTS preload list. Webi.sh, webi.ms. Just a little bit of extra security. And I had already done this for webinstall.dev. So I'm just going to look at this again. Pending submission. Oh, cool. All right, there we go. All right, trying to install Alpine on bare metal. It's apparently harder than I was expecting. I don't understand what you mean, trying to install Alpine on bare metal. Trying to install Alpine not on Docker, but on an actual machine? Because bare metal has a few different meanings depending on what tier you're at, but the kind of things that Alpine will install on is limited. I would imagine it probably wouldn't install on your machine because Alpine is meant for virtualized environments. I don't think that Alpine, because the kernel, I'm pretty sure is tuned to virtualized environments. The goal of Alpine is to be extremely small. So I don't know that you I don't, suit yourself, but I don't think that that is intended. Alpine might run on Raspberry Pi. But I don't think you're going to have a good time there. Okay. Okay, so what do we do now? Yay! We're probably going to have to stick with a bootstrap script for PowerShell. Unfortunately, this is not very helpful in terms of if somebody wants to inspect the script. But the reason that this won't work is that when you pipe a script into PowerShell, especially it's a big problem if you're command.exe, because command.exe, for historical reasons dating back to DOS, has an extremely slow standard in and standard out. Extremely slow. So if you're in command.exe, which many people who'd be using Webi are, then you would get it would have to download it, and it would be piping it line by line, where it's not quite countable seconds line by line, but you can see doot 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 doot, so it's countable fractions of a second, whatever that might mean, line by line. And then once it's downloaded the script and it starts to run it, it can be a little bit faster, but the download is really, really slow too in command.exe. Again, for historical reasons, basically any type of piping or, it's command.exe is just really, really, really slow. So it's not feasible to do what we do. And it has to echo. Maybe we could turn the echoing off. I'd have to consider that. But in any case, it's just really slow. And so this is not super useful in terms of, if you look at this, you just see, okay, it's downloading another script. And then it's running that script. And that's not super useful. I think this needs a comment with what script is being downloaded or why it's doing it this way, so it doesn't feel shady, because it's not meant to feel shady. It's just a limitation of command.exe, which is where most people are coming from the first time they use this. Whereas I think here it would be reasonable just to put the whole script here. Anyway, do all the things. Tell me more. Okay. I think I'm going to do a little bit on this real quick. New installer template. Oh, what to do next? Do all the things. Got it. Okay. Copy the existing. So we're going to add a file, create new file, and we're going to name this file .github issue templates .md maybe. .github issue template.md. I think there might be a better way to do this too. There might be docs. Docs folder. I think I would prefer to put it there. What? Oh, wait, issue template was a directory, not... Okay, wait, let me... Right. So how about we do... Oops. Docs, issue template, new installer. New underscore installer? Okay. Okay. Probably. Please fill out the information below. What do you want to add? What do you want to add? To see added to webinstall.dev. Why? Oops. Note to contributors. Please read. There's the whole contributing thing, which is github.com/webinstall.dev/contributing. Oops, I guess it'd be main or whatever. Oops. Let's see. How to create a Webi installer. Let's see the short instructions and demo video at https github.com. See in the README. There we go. github.com web install Webi installer. Let's web install Webi installer. There we go. Also, where are we doing the installer requests? Webi installers. I think I need to update all these URLs. Well, I should probably do the other thing first, because these are all related. Atomic commits and all that. Okay, so README gets updated. Okay. That doesn't matter. This matters. Oh. Okay, that's a problem. Let me double check on this here. SH URL should have MS URL as well. Although I don't know exactly what... I thought we were rendering these on the page. Oh no! Mosquito! It was trying to bite me right through my shirt. How did it get in here? Questions the world may never know the answer to. That scary. Mosquitoes getting everybody, you know? Nah. Let me just undo that. I was trying to alphabetize it, but then I have to alphabetize all of them, and I kind of want the URLs next to each other because it makes sense. You know. You missed. I saw it fly right in front of the camera right after you swatted at it. Well, I think I don't know. I guess so. I mean, I don't know how it could have missed. But I think just the air pressure or something may have pushed it out of the way. I think it didn't die. Let's put it that way. I don't think that I missed, but it didn't die. Okay, so all of those have been looked at. I think I kind of want to put this test last. Let's see. RE is curlish. There we go. A second shooter. Sucker. Okay. Gotta be on the lookout. It's rough times. Okay, this one is also missing I think he actually got me before I saw him. I might just be imagining it, but I feel a little bit of an itch coming on. I probably got bit 10 times already, and I just won't know until I start itching. When they get me good. When they get me good. Lieutenant Dan. Wait, where did this one go? Oh no, I don't know which of these was which. Dang it. Okay, URL path. Let's take the one that has... Yeah. Just don't want to change that line if I don't actually need to. There we go. Okay, looking through this one last time. Oh, missed a spot there too. Now I'm just super in my head about this. Let's see, is script only. Oh, good old public app. Now every hair feels like it's tingling. Okay, interesting. Command. This one. What is this called? Render package. I don't know if this is ever used. Is this ever used? Nope, it's not. Which kind of makes sense because yeah. I'd have to detect if it's Windows or Mac here, which is quite possibly possible. I think, there we go, OS is specified right there. So it's the only way that it's the PowerShell is if it's Windows. So I guess we could say let command equal, or let command if Windows equals OS. Or we could do this. There we go. That actually, since I'm already using template strings, that's where I'll go ahead and say let's use a template string here too. Alright, so if Windows is OS, then curl.exe. And then PowerShell. There we go. Not that this matters, but might as well update it. Let's see, what's this blah? Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of that. To do. I think that to do is done. Commits. That was just some old thing. And what's the diff with the public readme? Or public readme? What is this? Oh, it was nothing. There we go. So this is one of the rare cases where I will use add everything. And then I'm going to reset public app. Wait, how long has that been in there? Did I just add that recently? Maybe. Okay. So, okay, now I'm looking at this for the last time. So this is a README file. I mean, I want it to be right, but if I made a mistake there, that's certainly not the end of the world. Oh, there is a mistake there. So I will go ahead and fix that. This should be Webi.ms. All right, again, we review that this is a bit of shared code that's everywhere again. Maybe I should just envfi it now. I don't want to, because then I got to figure out how to envfi it for the build process, and I got to go update more things. In this case, I'm going to commit it to the code. Still works for local development. Okay. This is a render. I don't think those ever actually get used for the render. I'm pretty sure Windows is the OS variable. Should double check on that. I can do that by going to install.dev, picking on a thing, then looking at the releases tab file, and we should see OS. Oh, interesting. Mac OS, Windows. Yeah, it's called Windows. Do we have any BSDs for now? That's kind of weird, isn't it? Huh. I wonder if they use the BSD file or what goes on there. Okay. Oh, and I don't need that to do anymore because that's now to done. I put that to do there when I was thinking about it. But now it's, it's already been to done. This is OC Remix. This particular one is Plants vs. Zombies, Winter is Coming. Here's a link. These are free to stream, or it's attribution license. Started off on Zelda, and then had some Final Fantasy in there. And this should be a good Halloween track. Okay. Okay, I feel pretty good about this. I'm going to do git commit -m refactor, putting an exclamation not because it is a breaking change, but because it has the potential to break something. This would be a place to look if something broke. Switch to webi.sh and webi.ms for script downloads. And then git add. And then, I don't know, it's a build or something. Build app.js. Oh, actually, I should have built this first. So let's see, did that change? Okay. So, not ready to push that. Oh, I see some private chats. Hold on. Haha. What do you use to create a Giphy like that? Jojo Byte sent me a private chat with me noticing the mosquito and then slapping it and then seeing it fly. Share X on Windows? You infidel. Get the hints. Windows. Ugh. I say as I'm working on a tool that allows people to install dev tools on Windows. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I don't think... Here's the thing. There's not even a way to turn off... If we did take this PowerShell script and we made it big, there's not... Even if we did turn off the echoing, it wouldn't work. Because first what it does is it pipes it out line by line. It has to get to the terminal before it can go through the pipe. So even if we had an echo option and we turned it off, yeah, I guess one thing that we could do on Windows is we could possibly... this would be kind of a weird thing to have it copy and paste. I don't know. I don't know what we could do for Windows. Okay, well anyway. Well, you can't do that. So the possible solution, start a separate process with PowerShell instead of command. You'd have to give that as instruction because this already is doing that. This is already starting a separate process with PowerShell. The problem is that in order to start a separate process with PowerShell, you have to get into PowerShell. And if somebody is just opening up any random terminal on Windows, you have to assume that it's going to be command.exe because that is still the default. And even command.exe, so Windows, maybe it does now, but as far as I'm aware, Windows does not come installed with Microsoft Terminal. And it does come installed with PowerShell, but you need the combination of both Microsoft Terminal and PowerShell for things to work well. Okay, can I just move these things over? I want to get... I want to get these issues cleaned up. And a lot of these, let me see how many are installer issues. A lot of them are installer issues that the community needs to step in and do something about. Let's see what number? 32. So about half of, not quite half of the open issues are for installers. So I just want to move them out. So it doesn't look like the problem is that they're bugs. These aren't bugs. These are feature requests. Okay, this is not a bug. This would be documentation. I think that was just an oopsie. Let's see if any of these are labeled as bugs. Yeah. Was this merged? Does this make it in? I don't remember. It looks like it was. Let me check this out. I think we can close this one out as being done. Pull requests. RG alias. Oh, interesting. I think okay, I'm just going to let go of that and this one. Oh, whoops. Let me be able to reference this. Reopen close tab. Closed by blank last year. I guess I was thinking a small script to launch curl inside PowerShell to get around the download speed issue. Well, it's not just that. It's, well, that is what this is. That literally is what this is. This is a small script to launch curl inside of PowerShell to get around the download speed issue. Well, the download speed issue for just the PowerShell script is not a problem, or at least not a significant problem. It's the download of the package that would be a significant problem. So this does that. And in command.exe, here's the other thing. It's not just command.exe versus PowerShell. It's command.exe is both a terminal and a shell. So you can run PowerShell on command.exe. It doesn't get around the problems of command.exe. But the PowerShell script does have a couple of flags that it sets for... well, actually, I think it just uses curl.exe because originally we had the script for how to do it in PowerShell. But if you use curl.exe, then that doesn't use the COM subsystems because it's the Bsd curl. It's literally Bsd curl, so it doesn't use any of the old DOS APIs. But the fact that it's running in command.exe means that the layer that it's running in still uses the DOS API, so there's still issues there. But this is that small script. But this small script will still echo in its entirety out to the screen and then run. Because, like I said, in command.exe, if you want to pipe something to something else, first it outputs to the terminal and then it pipes it after it's been output. So it, yeah, it's just kind of weird. Okay, well, this is, I'm going to test this out a little bit. Anybody else is welcome to test this out a little bit on beta. And then I will push it live later. Or maybe I could just push it live right now. Let's just make sure everything looks good. Hey, Jojo Bite, you've got Windows. Would you mind? Ooh, that's not the one. There it is. There's my nemesis. My nemesis is right there. I don't want to break my monitor. Die, nemesis. Oh, he got away again. I was 2 inches away from him. How did he get away again? I think you're misunderstanding the problem. Wingit. Wait, does Wingit do the App Store? Wingit. I don't think that Wingit is going to be of any help. I could be mistaken, but you'd have to tell me what you think Wingit solves. Sorry, I should be looking at this on the screen. But I don't know what this is supposed to solve. Configure applications on Windows 10. Windows Package Manager service. I don't know. Oh, and somebody just subbed or something. Sorry, I didn't see it in time. I heard it, but I didn't. I had another window over the overlay right then. Community repository. So I could submit Webi to Wingit. Wingit. Interesting. But you have to have installed Wingit, right? Is bundled with. Okay. So we could do Wingit Webi. That's another one. I don't know what that one is, but that's a tiny one. It wasn't a problematic one. Okay. So I'll put submit to Wingit on here. On the roadmap. That's a good idea. Okay, anyway. Winget is similar to Webi and Scoop. Scripting widget. Yeah, okay. Figure you could maybe piggyback on that if your download speed issue. It's not the download speed issue, it's the experience of command.exe. It's the download speed is not the problem. I'm just saying that when you first run it, because once you have Webi installed as a command, I mean, it's still subject to command.exe. But if you run it in PowerShell, then it's just my issue, and maybe we could do this. Maybe it could be winget Webi and Webi node. Whatever. Let's see. And I'm not worried about supporting pre-Windows 10. I have absolutely no consideration for that whatsoever. Okay. Oh yeah. Anything installing anything on Windows from beta.webinstall.dev. So Node, ripgrep, Hugo, whatever. Just pick one. Just want to make sure that yeah. If you follow the instructions on the website for Windows, that it does the right thing. Where was my roadmap? Okay. Submit to winget. See. Winget is available on Windows 10 and 11. Is a built-in tool. It also depends on what the winget experience is like. If it's really simple, then yeah, it'd be great. The updated Webi install command would be winget Webi node. So what, let's see. Could you join me on Jitsi for a second and screen share? You'd have to, I'd have to turn off the music here. And you would have to pause the video because otherwise you'd be getting a wacko echo. And then I would get that wacko echo too. Let me go ahead and pause the music. See, initialize security context failed, unknown error, revocation function was able to check revocation because the revocation server was offline. Loading personal and system profiles took... Yeah, that does sound like a machine problem. That does not sound like a Try it again though. Oh, there's the mosquito again. Oh, almost trapped. Where's he going? He's just gonna torture me this whole time. I've seen that before though. Yeah. Okay, so it did work. All right, cool. Then I'm probably good to push this live. Because, oops. Oh, there he is. Did I get him? No. What, the letter L? Okay, how many times do I have to smack this thing before he dies? I mean, I, I can't say it's a confirmed hit because he's gotten away each time, but he was right there. My whole hand. Maybe because when I do my hand like that, there's this slit. Maybe he got through that, but he's gonna get through that 3 times. Well, no. And then the other time I was using this, I used this bag. Whoops. Okay, good. That didn't show anything. Yeah, this got a credit card in there. So if I just, yeah, I don't want that showing up. He's building up to a full face slap. It's the reincarnation in one of the Three Stooges. I think more Seinfeld episode than Three Stooges, but or what was that other show where they had Slapsgiving? How I Met Your Mother. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's important. Okay. Well, I think I need to wrap up with this. I think I may go ahead and push the updated version of the site. Should I sit on it a little bit longer or should I push the updated version of the site? I mean, there shouldn't be any problems. It's not going to break anything that's already working for people. Let me double check this as well. So what we should have is, let's see. Oh, wait. Do I need to worry about that? I think there's still, if we go into the installers, webinstall.dev, it's still going to use webinstall.dev for the Webi script. It's just going to use webi.sh for the web page. Everything should still stay the same. Yeah, so see Webi host. We're looking here. Whoops. That's going to stay the same. Bootstrap. PowerShell. Yeah, I don't want to change the API at all. API stays on webinstall.dev. Okay. You have to turn it into an analogy at the end of the lesson when you find a bug you've been fixing for a long time. Oh, good idea, Honda. All right, and something poopy asks, "What's up, dude?" To which I respond, "Yeah, just coding away, you know." All right, let me test one more thing here. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Let me just get rid of some windows here. I got too many things going on. Get rid of all the windows. Start up a new window. And then we should do export. All right, Webi node at 16. Still working out just fine. Webi node at 18. I'm going to pick one I know I haven't installed. Node at 17. I don't do those types of versions. Node version. All right, so, and I did do the export, right, before I started this? Yeah, beta. Okay. So let's get back to Node latest version. Great. Then we'll do, let's see, curl https webi.sh / node sh. Boom. Let's make sure version info stuff still works. Let's see, 14. There it goes. Cool. So that worked just fine, it looks like. All right, and then back to 18. Cool. So everything looks fine there. Let's try this out. We'll do. Oh, wait, what did I do? Dang it. I didn't do beta on any of those. Make sure I do beta. Okay, beta. Yeah, nothing really is changing here. We're all good. Okay. I don't know how you can have a hard TH at the end of the I don't know. I started using Boomerang the other day to mess around with new APIs. What is Boomerang? Oh, okay. This is, it's like a, what do they call that other one? Is that the same? Oh, okay, got it. Because you full loop. Interesting. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go live on this. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Web install.dev. Looking good. Well, if it broke anything, I'm sure I'll find out soon. Let's see, how old could I go? Could I go all the way back to 12? Wow. I'm surprised that old still installs. Cool beans. Well, I don't think I broke Webi, which is good because that was production. I just deployed the change. Let's make sure a couple of other basic things still work. All right. All right, let me go back to looking at this boomerang thing real quick. So it basically is webhooks. You're defining a webhook for a service that you're writing. So you're writing a service, and then this thing tests your service and then comes back with a response. So it's similar to, what is that thing everybody uses? Jojo Byte, what's the thing everybody uses? I think they even have a desktop app now. It's called, it's for, let's see, Postman, that's the one. Yeah, so is Boomerang, how is Boomerang different from Postman? Oh, by the way, if anybody wants to, if you're part of some sort of Reddit group where webinstall.dev is relevant to that group, please make a post. Would be much appreciated. Boomerang API versus Postman. I've had a hard time letting know. Do you have any tips for me? Well, that's really, really broad. What part of it do you, first of all, do you know how to program? Because it's very different if you don't understand programming versus you don't understand Node. And second of all would be, what is it that you've had trouble with? Yeah, what do you want to use Node for? That's also great. Did we just get rated or something? It seems like there was just a boom in people joining in. Hello, everybody. I am AJ. I am wondering what the difference between Boomerang and Postman is. That's not what I'm here for, but that's just was just brought up in the chat. Okay. So I think I'm done with this upgrade to webinstall.dev. And let's see. I think I'm going to switch. I might turn off the stream and just turn it right back on again. Because I want the marker, because I'm thinking about working on a different project, one that's for Dash, the digital currency. Let's see. Okay, do I have anything else to update here? But for those of you joining in, if you have not, one of the best tools, there's so many good tools that are modern, updated tools, ones that you probably won't hear about in a boot camp or on most of these videos because I don't know. I don't really understand what the goal is. I think they want to teach you the same old things that, I don't know. Anyway, if we're probably not teaching grumble grumble. Rip grep. Rip grep is really, really awesome. So if you're not familiar with grep, then that doesn't matter too much. You can become familiar with rip grep. And if you are familiar with grep, then you will immediately understand after using it the first couple of times why rip grep is better. Basically, it's faster and ignores git files, or not all git files, but the .git files and the .git ignore. .git ignore, .ignore, it ignores those things. So it's fast and it doesn't clutter up your results with a bunch of things from, for example, node modules or whatever. So if you wanted to check out a really awesome tool, ripgrep is one of the best of them. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff on here, so I might as well just plug it while I got it up. So webinstall.dev is the best way to install your developer tools. And if there's something on here that you need or want, you can let me know. You can do a request installer. Now, we try to get those sourced from the community. If it's something that I'm familiar with, then I myself may add it. But a lot of times we try to get it sourced from the community, especially people that request it. It's pretty easy to add the installer, but I don't necessarily know every tool in the whole world, Anyway, so the question, to go back to the question of tips for learning Node to absorb the content, for developing the skill. For developing the skill of Node, again, you got to get more specific. But I think what, no, where did that go? You have to, if you're just saying, oh, well, there's jobs in Node, therefore I want to learn Node, then I think you need to start with programming first. People often want to learn a framework because they think, oh, I'm going to go get hired for this framework or this platform. But I think just learn how to program first and then learn a specific tool later, because the knowledge is somewhere in the realm of 95% transferable. If you were to learn a language that's easy to learn, or use a program that is highly successful to learn, then when you get done with that, if you can't easily pick up a second language, because in the beginning you don't know a whole bunch of stuff, you don't know a whole bunch of frameworks, you don't know a whole bunch of libraries, you're just learning programming concepts. So if you can't easily transfer the programming concepts you've learned in a matter of a couple of weeks or months or whatever it is to something else pretty quickly, then you didn't learn those concepts. And so it's good that you just go through it again in the language that you actually wanted to learn. Website development, then Node is actually not important for developing a website. Depending on what you mean by website. If you mean web app, then yes, Node can help you develop the server side of things. But you don't need it, other than just little bits of tools here and there. You don't need it for website development, for the front end piece. But yeah, if you want to learn Node development, I always say just pick a project that you're personally interested in. And I think everybody says this. Pick a project that you're personally interested in, and that will help you drive what you want to do. So take it from the perspective of a problem you want to solve that is a tangible problem for you. Not the problem I want to solve is I want to get a job, but the problem I want to solve is I want to get text reminders at 4 p.m. every day, or something like that. Pick a problem, a small problem you want to solve, and then you can kind of step through the bits and pieces. Okay. So I got through a bunch of stuff here. All right. Well, I'm going to stop and restart the stream in just a second, just so it creates a different VOD with a different title. VOD. Give me just a second. So the next thing I'm going to be working on is going to be dash. Let's see here. I think it's going to be dash. It's going to be dash crowd node. Yeah, it's going to be dash crowd node. Oops. So give me just 1 second. I'm gonna go test my. Okay. I'm updating the title, and then I'm going to stop the stream and start it again. Stream hype. Sure. Maybe so. Again, in response to learning the node pieces, did you try writing something really simple, like a command line guessing game? Or I, I think that games make good first steps, especially when you're doing just the command line and you don't have to worry about 6 other things. You don't have to worry about CSS and a web server, and just to kind of get the hang of using the environment. Write a game that Hangman or tic-tac-toe, just some really small, get some inputs, put out some outputs, and then if you want to spice it up, then use an API that sends an email or a push notification or a text message when you win. So if you win the Hangman game, then text yourself, "Congrats, you won." That's or make it. One thing that I've wanted to do is to have a game that you play over text. So someone joins in by sending a text message to a number. You handle the message, and again, something simple like tic-tac-toe. I think tic-tac-toe could be represented in text messages pretty easily. You just use pipes, O's and X's, and just, I don't know how you would define. I guess you'd have to have a grid system, ABC 1, 2, 3, and then you'd have to say A2 or something like that. But that's something that would be interesting. But yeah, just start out really small and then integrate with with some other system, especially so you can involve some other person. All right, so the stream is going to turn off for about 15 seconds and then it's going to come back on. This is just so because I'm switching projects. So thanks for joining in, everybody. Reminder, let me just go ahead and plop this in here. If you like what you like, you get more of what you like. So if you found this useful, entertaining, insightful, helped you fall asleep, whatever, consider like, sub, follow. And then, like I said, I'll be back in about 15 seconds. We're just stopping the stream. Well, it might be more 45 seconds, but within a minute. I'm just stopping the stream so I can change the titles and switch projects and have a different video for that. So I'll catch you in just a minute. Adios.